Between the Andes and the Chilean coast, there lies a plain. An extraterrestrial landscape elevated 5,000 meters above ground. Sand, stones and salt lakes make up the driest place on planet Earth, where nothing can grow and life is scarce. In the distance, a paddock. 20 of the world's best off-road racers assemble as they prepare to battle the championship's most remote location yet. The Atacama Desert. An extreme setting calls for extreme racing.
My goodness me, what a save by Molinaro!
In the absence of rain, tears fall.
Timmy Hansen with a gigantic jump!
In the soaring temperatures, tempers flare.
Contact! Oh!
In the high altitude, our heroes are brought down to earth. Who will see through the dust? Who will beat the course? Who will conquer the desert?
Hyperdrive now.
The all-important final of the Copa X Prix awaits here in Chile. But first, a look back at the stellar performances and dramatic events of the semi-finals. Semi-final 1 saw heavyweights Rosberg X Racing, Acciona Sainz and Genesis Andretti United line up to do battle. It didn't start well for Katie Munnings after the first corner.
The washers don't work!
Was that just a mistake? She's lost tons of time and you're out the back.
Acciona Sainz led to the switch zone with a slender advantage over RXR.
Just look how tight that is between those two cars.
They've switched position. RXR have got them in the switch zone.
With Johan Kristoffersson flying through the course until the finish line, Carlos Sainz had to keep Timmy Hansen behind him to progress to the final. The Swede was on the attack from the get-go, relentlessly closing the gap to set the race up for a nail-biting conclusion.
And Carlos Sainz holds on for Acciona Sainz by the slimmest of margins.
That was everything I had.
Semi-final 2 started with a close female battle between Apt Cupra, X44 Vida Carbon Racing and number 99 GMC Hummer EV Chip Ganassi Racing.
Price does a little wiggle, she loses a bit of control and Anderson manages to go through. This is disastrous for Chip Ganassi Racing. They need to finish in the top 2 to go through to the final.
Look, he is absolutely using every single inch of this track.
But with the brilliant performances of Sebastian Loeb and the in-form Nasser Al-Attiyah, number 99 GMC Hummer EV were out of the running for the Copa X Prix. If the competition wasn't tense enough on the course, the drama also continued off. In an extreme first, the drivers took on each other in the virtual world of Xbox game Forza Horizon.
What are we doing, Timmy?
Playing some video games.
Yeah, let's go.
The great thing about this partnership is being able to actually have someone at home race against the real drivers. We're in the middle of the Atacama Desert. We've replicated that on Forza Horizon and allows fans to race against their idols and hopefully win or lose and go through the same sort of emotions that all of our drivers are going through.
It was too tight, huh?
No.
Oh.
Definitely broke the radiator again. Did you see that?
Look at that.
That was...
Bank turn.
There was a huge amount of competition between the different drivers. We ordered it a bit like Top Gear, and what we're getting is that real competitive aspect to it, which is what this sport is all about.
Oh, that was late on the brake. That's gonna be a good lap. Oh, you got it. I think you got it.
I dedicate this to my family, my wife, everybody back home.
Ah, yes! That was a good one. So far, so good.
Oh no.
No, in the last corner.
Keep going, you might go. No, you've lost it.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
Pretty incredible that we've been able to recreate this in a virtual environment and also in a real environment. And connecting the two, that's what Extreme E is all about. I think this is one of those things that we will do at every single race. It's great for the drivers, it's great for the fans, and actually allows us to connect with millions of people that can't be here in the middle of the Atacama Desert.
It is pretty sick to see it and watch the replay of it like coming by and seeing all the graphics, so yeah, it's pretty dope.
Well, the game is really good fun. I'm not good at it, but the game is really good.
Great to see your own car there, or our car, and racing on the new Extreme E Forza game.
I'm definitely going to come back this weekend and redeem myself because my lap was horrible.
You see I was the fastest girl as well, so I'm going to try that.
Yes.
Crashed it basically every corner, but it's good.
Kind of in reality, we do the same.
You're going to see a lot more from Extreme E and the virtual world in gaming and esports. You know, this is just the start of what is going to be a very exciting relationship.
For sure I need to come back and up my game.
Done. Bye.
Back on course, just one all-important spot in the final was left up for grabs. With anticipation, 4 teams lined up at the start line.
Oh, really great reaction time on the inside from Christine GZ. Got a brilliant start. Tamara Molinaro went backwards, but it's Emma Gilmore who surges into the lead for Neon McLaren XE. Kevin Hansen going to try and go with her. Can Christine GZ go late enough on the brakes up into the first corner? It's Emma Gilmore on the inside line, looking like she's going to get the whole shot. Kevin Hansen tries to go around the outside.
Use the speed in 5.
Emma comes in now, needs to keep it low on the back and keep Kevin behind.
Good, nice and aggressive at 3. Good job, keep pushing hard.
Christine GZ gets past Tamara Molinaro, and finally they're in a line.
Good job, Chris. Good job. Go, go, go.
Look at the rocks fly. Oh my goodness me, what a save by Molinaro.
Emma Gilmore did well, fending off Kevin Hansen for the entire first lap.
Flat over the crest. Flat over the crest.
But he was close behind, looking for the opportunity to get up alongside and pass her.
Emma Gilmore runs a little bit wide. Kevin Hansen trying to get alongside, side by side over the jump. Hansen passes on the inside as they teed that up from the final corner on one wheel over the jump in the background.
Going into the switch zone, it was still all to play for as the drivers swapped over.
Well done.
Header Hossas led from the switch zone.
Faust is absolutely hunting Hossas down here. He's going to close the gap. Oh, a big moment over the crest. Look how chilled out he is in the car, though.
But just a few seconds up the road, a small mistake by JBXE saw Neon McLaren closing the gap.
If they've got a problem in that car for Hossas, she's going to be taken.
Inside, 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 inside. Come on, we've got to push now. Everything you've got. I want everything. You've got this. You have this.
Side by side, the Neon McLaren Extreme E, I think, going to take the lead over this jump. He's got the inside, but
Oh!
contact. Oh, Hossas goes round. Faust going off to the side of the course too. Where's the McLaren?
Keep it straight, keep it straight. Come on, push, 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 push. You've got this. You've got it.
He's missed a waypoint, and
now-
so does Hossas.
Meanwhile, Timo Scheider was back in the mix for Excite Energy Racing.
Where are they?
Car behind is just under a second now, just under a second. Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Tanner Faust did a phenomenal job out front. Timo Scheider wasn't able to get close enough, and it was Faust who took the win, with Gilmore to put McLaren through to the final.
It's going to be Faust that goes through for McLaren. They go through to the final of this, and unfortunately for Excite, it was a little too late for them to get through, but congratulations, Tanner Faust, Emma Gilmore, getting that Neon McLaren through to the final in one of the craziest races.
After the crazy race, Veloce Racing driver Christine GZ travelled to Uruguay with Extreme E to learn about the championship's partnership with OCC, an organisation promoting the conservation of marine ecosystems, ahead of the season finale.
So it's fantastic to finally meet you. We've been talking for a long time now from other parts of the world, but we needed to come and see you.
So we are just starting from this point, which is Piriápolis, is the first point, what we call the route of the whale. So this is Cerro del Toro, where we go, and through the coast we will see many whale watching points by the coast where we can find whales, right, Marcelo?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
let's go.
thank you. Can I drive?
Yes.
We're supporting the OCC in its goal to make this whole coastline of Punta del Este a marine protected area. We've come out here slightly early to Uruguay. It's a place that we've not raced in before. We wanted to bring one of our drivers who's never been to this area of the world before and really get to understand what our NGO project is, how we can best work with that project to get the best impact.
The OCC's protection efforts cover all marine life, but there is one native species that is more recognisable than most.
The South Atlantic right whale visit Uruguay from July to October. They come here to mate and to take care of the little babies. It's really a marvelous spectacular to see that enormous animals in our waters.
In order to observe the whales without disturbing their habitat, the team visited a number of viewpoints along the coast and used binoculars to spot them from a distance.
Oh my God, Julia, look at
What?
that!
Oh my God!
Straight there.
What? Yes!
Oh, wow.
They're talking to us.
Oh, wow!
You see the blowing?
I saw the blowing. That is so incredible.
We really stand for raising awareness about marine conservation. So yes, we are really excited about the interest of Extreme E to join OCC to protect the whales, because we both have the same goal, like aiming sustainability, aiming fight against climate change, and be able to enjoy nature and enjoy our activities in a more sustainable way.
We'll be seeing much more of the collaboration between Extreme E and OCC over the course of the Energy X Prix in Punta del Este. Being a championship with extreme locations at its heart, the Odyssey 21s are constantly put through their paces.
And
True
we
to
all
form,
agree
this
we're
round
on
of
the
racing
charge
is
in
taking
Chile.
place
This
in the
is going to
middle
be
of
really
Chile's
tight round
Atacama
the first turn. You
desert,
can see them all taking the
meaning a
same line.
terrain
And wow,
unlike
it's
any
44
raced on
muscle
before in
their
the
way
series,
through.
and presenting a brand new challenge for the championship's Continental tyres.
This is the Continental Cross Contact Extreme E tire, and right now we are here in Chile, where we have a variety of different surfaces where this tire is specially made for.
I guess the challenges that we have here, mainly on this track because it's quite smooth, are the jumps. So the tyres obviously got to withstand the compression that it has when you hit the ground. So I think that's one of the main things. The tyres got to be robust for that.
What you need on the landing is that the tyre is able to absorb a little bit the impact without giving back the energy, because this is giving some kick on the car. So it's important to have a good absorption on the jumps. That's the main thing.
We've introduced the technology Conti Retex for the carcass ply. The carcass ply goes from one bead over the sidewall, off-shoulder pattern to the other side of the bead. So the material is very strong but also flexible, so it enables the tire to handle the massive impacts or compressions which we have during jumps.
There are some visible rocks where we will probably drive over them. So it really is going to be crucial that the tire can stand those rocks. Also, it's a quick track. So it's going to be a lot of side force on the tires, and if you hit that on the rocks, it's so important that the tires can handle this. It's always gutting when you get a puncture, and I think over the course of this last season and a half, actually the punches that we've had has been far fewer than I thought it would be.
We have quite a lot of sharp stones, therefore we have introduced stone bumpers in the pattern, which prevent the tire from being punctured by any sharp stone on the track.
When it's soft, I think the structure of the tire is important to take as much grip as you can on the traction or the braking. So then the structure of the tire is really important.
The off-shoulder design forms a robust link between the tread pattern and the sidewall. All those technologies enable the tire to perform on all terrains, like here in Chile, or across the whole championship.
the tire currently, has that potential, and hopefully, we can run through a weekend with no issues there, so we can really fight it out on course.
As the first sport to ever be built with a social purpose, in Season 1 of the championship, Extreme E joined forces with Count Us In. This season, Extreme E fans around the world have continued to take positive steps in their everyday lives towards the initiative.
Hey everyone, it's Sarah Price, and I'm here at the Copper X Prix in Chile, and I'm about to go meet one of our scientists right now to talk about the Count Us In initiative, so come join me.
Could you explain me how the Count Us In works?
The Count Us In challenge is actually really cool because the teams have an ability to win a sustainability award at the end of this. So if you go to Count Us In, you can choose your step, and that step you can donate to whatever team that you choose, which it should be Chip Ganassi Racing.
Should be Sarah.
And then, yeah, basically you pledge with us and you stand with us in trying to do better. Explain how important that is and how people can actually be involved and how they can do better in their daily life to help the world.
More things that you can do at home that will make a change. That's the beauty of that you connect. Everyone can do something to change how the world could be different from where we are now.
Before Extreme E, I wasn't as aware of all this, and now there's little things that I'm doing in our household or our daily lives that I'm like recycling more, food waste, or what are some important things you think people can do?
Let's take one point that you just mentioned, which is waste food. In developing countries, we are wasting food from the field all the way to the supermarket. We waste almost 30% of the food that is produced. And then if you go to developed countries, this waste is all the way from the supermarket to your house. And then it's another 30% of food waste. And so what you can do at home, try not to waste food. Think about everything that you buy at the supermarket, that you are really going to use it at the best way.
It's just not being wasteful with anything. That comes to single-use plastics, try to use a tumbler more often instead of throwing away plastics that end up in our oceans or end up all around the world. It's really a sad thing to see. Just all these little things, and they add up to be such a big thing.
Everyone can do their bit, and that's what we need. We need action from everyone. That's what the planet needs now, because we don't have another planet. That's the only one we have, and that's where we need everyone taking action to reduce everything that we've been doing to the planet.
With just one round left of Season 2, it's not too late to make a Count Us In pledge for your favourite team.
Don't forget about the Sustainability Awards. We're going to need your help to take a step to help get our team to the top of the leaderboard.
Count us in for the Sustainability Award and vote. We need your votes, Chip Ganassi Racing. Lock us in. Let us win this championship.
If you're watching, take a step for our planet and please vote for Excite.
So of course at RXR we love to win and we want you guys to win with us. So take a step with us and Count Us In so we can win the Sustainability Award together.
We are leading the board for Count Us In, so continue to vote and continue to do steps to save the planet.
Before the nail-biting Copper X Prix final ensued, one more dramatic turn took place. As the cars took to the start line for the final time, championship favourites RXR were nowhere to be seen. A technical failure meant that they were out of the running, leaving the All-American Chip Ganassi Racing outfit just under 2 minutes to get themselves to the start line and in position.
We are green, we are on the charge in Chile as 5 cars race towards the first turn. Ab Cooper seem to have got a really good start. Then next to them, it's the McLaren team and Axiona Sainz in third, but X44 just muscling them out a little bit. This is going to be really tight round the first turn. You can see them all taking the same line. And wow, X44 muscle their way through. Ab Cooper on the inside line, and it looks like McLaren have lost out there. But look at these cars battling. They know how much this start is crucial. You can't overtake here, so at the moment, it's X44 leading the way.
Oh, and up the inside again, that's Cooper and nudges Axiona Sainz wide. Nasser Al-Attiyah making the pass. Faust now on the inside, pushes the Neil McLaren car up the inside line as well. 4 cars battling so hard here. Out front though, Sebastian Loeb has broken away.
Oh no, we've got a spin there for the Chip Ganassi Racing. The waypoint flag is down.
We are forced into the flag, keep pressing.
Look how hard everyone is pushing. They're running right out wide. 1.3, 1.8, 3.3. It's super tight between the 5 cars.
And another flag went down. This time it was Neon McLaren's Tanner Faust, but he was still chasing Sebastian Loeb. All the cars were pushing hard with the uncertainty of potential time penalties.
Look, Faust is closing the gap. Can he go for the pass on Loeb? He wants it so much. He's trying to do all he can. Look at them go almost over at the same time. What is Faust finding this pace from?
Faust's going to try and come down now. Runs Loeb wide, looks up the inside line. He takes the lead with a big sideways moment into the switch zone.
With the cars looking battered and bruised, there was no time to lose. As soon as the second lap started, Cristina Gutierrez used the hyperdrive and went straight past Neon McLaren. But Emma Gilmore held on close behind, alongside Sarah Price.
Price trying to stay in touch with these lead three. Get now, Gutierrez has hit a flag.
Wow, they've all got penalties.
She's hit waypoint 13, so this would mean that both these cars were racing for the win.
Push, push, push. Both cars in front of you are going to have penalties.
Meanwhile, the battle at the back of the pack was still raging.
Sands passes Anderson. Anderson now goes on the Inoa hyperdrive.
Bien, Laia, vamos. Ahora hay que apretar porque hay penalties delante. El lap time es importante.
Neon McLaren flicked another flag down, reducing their chances of a win. But Gilmore was still putting her foot down in hope.
Up the inside, Emma Gilmore makes a pass on Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes out wide. She'll look for the cut back on the run down to the finish line. Gilmore leads as they come down to the last couple of sectors. This has been absolute carnage. Over the line, Gilmore takes it from McLaren. X44 P2, no time penalty for X44. Well, that's just popped up, which would mean that they win. Nobody knows. I have no idea, but I think it's going to be Gutierrez in low for X44 Vita Carbon.
There was a nerve-wracking wait on the review of time penalties. In the end, the brilliant performances by number 99 GMC Hummer EV and Neon McLaren weren't enough, as the penalties demoted them to 4th and 5th, meaning it was X44 Vida Carbon Racing who were crowned champions of the Copper X Prix, followed by Acciona Sainz in 2nd and Apt Cupra in 3rd.
Today it was really amazing final for everybody. We did really amazing run, from my side, and when Clara, she's jumping, and she did really amazing run for first time,
I'm just so happy, and to do it with Nasser and the whole team has been amazing. They have supported me so much, and yeah, I think overall it's been such a positive weekend for us. It's like calm and steady and just bang on the pace with Nasser, and I'm just so happy to have gotten this opportunity, and for it to finish like this is amazing, and I hope I will be back soon.
I was trying my best because we knew there were some penalties because of the flags. It was a bit chaos, and I tried to push as much as I can.
We got a podium, but the two guys we were fighting were in front of us, so in that way it's not so good, but yeah, this is how it is. We will play our cards in the last one.
It was a crazy race because still in the finish line we don't know the position, and we finished finally first because there is a lot of penalization because the drop flags.
It was a very intense, very tough fight for 4 laps. McLaren was really fast, so really happy to be first at the end.
We go to Uruguay with more motivation if we can, and looking forward to go to Uruguay.
After the thrilling events on the arid land of Chile's Atacama Desert, Extreme E's Season 2 title still hangs in the balance. With one race to go, the St. Helena will set sail to the shores of Uruguay's Punta del Este for their spectacular Energy X Prix season finale.
The reason we go to Uruguay with Extreme E to do the Energy X Prix is to talk about energy. Uruguay is a country where 97% of its energy comes from renewable sources. So we want to put that as an example that the world could follow, that the world could be powered by renewable sources. I think what people can expect of the last race of the season is a lot of competition, a fantastic race, something probably completely opposite of what we're seeing here. We go from the driest place to one of the most humid places to showcase another different kind of extreme racing. We will see you next at the Energy X Prix in Punta del Este, Uruguay.
Join us for the final race of Season 2 in Uruguay.
Make sure you join us for the final round because I bet you it's gonna be wild.